Hello and welcome back. I'm drawing in the sketchbook again because I do basically every day. And yeah, I started the video after I began drawing because I'm stupid and I forgot to hit the record button. But I can explain what I did. And the thing I did was I filled up my fountain pen with ink and then I flicked it at the paper. And now I just, connected the dots and kind of like blacked out more lines and just kind of build out the nose or the face or whatever I wanted to. And I actually think this is one of the better drawings I've made recently, or well, just a good drawing in general. I think it's unique, especially the nose, but also other parts of the face are cool. And it took me about like 17 minutes to do, so I just condensed the video because I feel like I don't have. I could make a longer video if I have things to talk about, but if I have nothing to talk about at all, it makes no sense to make a longer video. Would be like waste of not a waste of time, but just I think boring, probably. I don't know, especially with the drawing videos where yeah I can talk about the materials, but it takes like a minute compared to the painting videos where it's much more complex and there's more things at play to make the picture, at least to make the full picture. Yeah. Also, if you haven't already, please ask me a question in the comments or in the community post I made if you want to. I've been like, I really hope that people will ask questions. I have a few. It can be serious, unserious. It can be a personal question. It can be a not so personal question. It can be anything really. Of course, within the guidelines of YouTube, but it's you know, the imagination sets the boundaries for what you can ask. Because I felt like a Q&A is a cool thing to do for a 1,000 subscriber special. And yeah, so please, if you want to, and also while you're at it, you might as well like and subscribe, because that would be cool too. I'm getting closer. My views have been down for the last couple of days and just a couple of time, which is really, it's not sad. It's like it is what it is. But I'm the one thing I'm thinking of is like it's fine now where I don't expect anything from it, and I've been like I'm still early in this game, in the YouTube game, where it's like yeah, there's ups and downs, and like my lowest of lows is still like and my highest of highs is also like it's all right. So it's not like I'm dependent on anything from it because since I'm not making money from it, I'm not dependent on the income. I think that would be one thing I would be afraid of. It would be like making videos like normally and just one day just not being able if I had grown like a sizable viewing and I was able to live off of it. And I'm not talking like live lavishly, like a bunch of money or stuff like that. I'm just talking about like, you know, paying rent and paying for food and stuff like that. And then just one day, it just, nobody wants to watch your videos anymore. But that's how it is. And it's kind of a lottery because I also feel like some months I've had a lot of, like a whole lot of impressions. And other months I've had very few, which I think is weird because the click rate doesn't matter because the only thing that matters is impressions. So if you have a click rate of 1%, but you have 1 million impressions, that's still a lot of views. But if you have a 10% click rate on 200 views, that's 20 views, guys. That's not a lot. And it's weird. And sometimes it's like some videos they do very well on the time and on the click rate and everything, but then they don't gain a lot of views, which is weird. But then there's other videos who where they don't do anything particularly great, and they get like kind of a large amount of views, a large amount in my sense, like you know, but it's a little bit weird. But I don't make the game. I just play it, I guess. Actually, one thing I did today, I worked, which was boring as usual, pretty boring, but also getting paid, so it's fine. But one cool thing I did, I watched some guy, I can't remember his name, it's not some YouTuber, play the new FNAF game, Secret of the Mimic, which I think is cool. Like, I'm not really a big fan of FNAF. I'm not gonna buy any of the merchandise, and I'm not gonna play any of the games myself. Mostly because I don't have a computer to play games on. Like, I would like a PC, but it's like I don't play nearly enough games, and I don't do nearly enough things that would require a powerful PC. So for me, it makes no sense to have. But I still like the story, and I'm not invested in it like full heartedly, but I think it's interesting. At least I do think it's interesting. So yeah, I'm not really done with the whole thing. Like, this guy, he's trying to get all the secret endings, which I'm kind of interested in because some of the endings are better than others, I think. At least I don't think so. But yeah, I'm just like, yeah, at least it was better than the last couple of ones. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Hmm. Well, yeah, I'm just on holiday. It's kind of weird having like the only thing not to look forward to, but the only things I need to do for a couple of weeks is like wake up, gym, work. And the days I don't do gym, I only have work. And the days I don't do work, I only have gym. And the days I don't have gym or work, I do whatever. But it's also nice. It's kind of like relaxing in some way. Like, it's not the most relaxing summer break when you wake up at 6 a.m. because you have to get to work at 7 a.m. But it's not the worst thing either because it's like, you know, that's life. At least I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a lot of videos out, and I'm also gonna make, of course, a vlog of my Berlin trip. I don't know if I'm gonna do it in English or Danish. I don't even know if I'm gonna do it on my phone. I have a camcorder, which I use too little, but I think it would be stupid to use a camera which has kind of a bad quality for a video where the picture quality is semi important. Like, I want people to be able to see the art. At least that's what I want. And I think my phone's doing fine. Could be better, but you know, as I said, it's more important saving money than buying things I don't really need. Like, there's nice to have and there's need to have, you know? And I think a camera is still very much a nice to have. But we'll see. Like, it depends. It wholeheartedly depends. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just chilling, doing whatever. Especially this drawing. This is the second to last page, which means next video. So hopefully the one I make tomorrow will be the last page in this sketchbook, which means it's probably taken me over a year or something. I'm pretty sure I started this sketchbook on my 17th birthday, or no, on my 18th birthday, of course. And then, like, I turned 19 recently. If you didn't know, probably did. Don't really care. It's been there, done that. But it's taken about a year. I think if I finish it tomorrow. Well, I also have the back, but I don't think I'm gonna paint or draw anything on that. I'm not sure though. Depends. But yeah. If you guys want to see like a sketchbook tour, it's not that interesting. Most of my sketchbook is just filled with scary portraits, and which some people may find cool, hopefully. But I have a couple of sketchbook which are finished, and also some that just aren't finished yet, which we could look through if you guys want to. I could make like a longer video where I just, run down the facts and, show you the whole thing. I just talk about each page, really. We could do that if you guys want to. Comment about that. Bye.